Hey, what is up? My name is
Catherine.
And today we are going to be watching
The Vampire Diaries.
We're gonna throw it all the way back and watch the first ever episode. If you are new here, this is literally my favorite show and I'm really excited to watch it with you guys. If you're new here, you should also subscribe. We have lots of fun here. Just a warning, because I think most of my audience has already watched The Vampire Diaries, I'm probably gonna be giving some spoilers, just like talking about things that happen later on in the show relevant to the first episode. So I have rambled enough, so let's watch.
I'm a vampire. And this is my story.
This is my story. Rock music, please. My favorite thing about this show is that you can always tell when someone's gonna get killed off immediately because their acting just sucks.
12 seconds later.
Oh my god, the old intro font.
But I had no choice. I have to know her.
They really were so cheesy and dramatic with the effects in the first one for like no reason. This is as good of a time as any to thank whoever in the wardrobe department on this show continuously made the decision to dress Nina Dobrev in tank tops.
I will no longer be the sad little girl who lost her parents. It's the only way I'll make it through. You okay?
Don't start.
Like the fact that he's supposed to be a 14 or 15-year-old.
So, Rams is telling me I'm psychic, and I'm like, put this woman in a home already. But then I started thinking, I predicted Obama, and I predicted Heath Ledger, and I still think Florida will break off and turn into Little Resort Island.
Florida will break off.
Elena! Back
And
in the car.
turn into Little
Right.
Resort.
Okay,
That's
then
such a
predict
me
something
thing to
about
say.
me. I see. I predict this year is going to be kick-ass. And I predict all the sad and dark times are over and you are going to be beyond happy.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Yeah, that's not quite how this works out.
Look at the shower curtain on Kelly Beach. She looks so hot. Can I still say tranny miss?
Who okayed that line?
He hates me.
Elena, oh my god, how are you?
I watched this episode with my friend like months ago and they called Caroline. They were like, God, Caroline is such a chotch. So now in my head, every time I see her, I'm like,
Hold up. Who's this? All I see is back. It's a hot
like they're
back.
literally just standing there staring. Also the fact that he could definitely hear them right now if he wanted to.
I'm sure everything you need is there.
Well, you're right. So it is.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Whoa. That's down, chick.
Chick.
Great. It's the first day of school and you're stoned.
You need to chill yourself, all right?
Chill myself? What is that, stoner talk?
Are you crazy?
You haven't seen crazy, Jeremy. You haven't seen crazy.
I don't need this.
I'm surprised he doesn't go, and I don't need you. So emo. She's deadass just been staring at him for like 10 minutes.
Is this the men's room?
Nina Dobrev might be the prettiest person alive. Like, absolutely prettiest eyes ever, hands down. I love the music. I found out recently that Michael Subi, the composer for all of the instrumental music in The Vampire Diaries, is also the composer for all of the instrumental music in Pretty Little Liars. It's been so many years and I still can't say Pretty Little Liars easily. But that was my favorite show in high school. And I'm wondering, like, I can tell. I've been rewatching Pretty Little Liars with my friend, and I can so tell while watching it that, like, the music has such a similar voice to it. It's really, like, interesting to me that two of my favorite shows had the same instrumental composer. I wonder how much that contributed in my little bird brain. She literally, like, why was she so pressed over the bird?
Shoot!
She literally just threw herself at the ground.
Were you following me?
I'm visiting. I've family here.
Oh, wow. Tactless.
Yeah, you idiot.
I'm sorry. I'm Elena.
I'm Stefan.
I know. We have history together.
Because of that line later when they show the Catherine photo, I thought that Elena actually was Catherine pretending to be a high schooler.
Nice ring.
Oh. It's weird, huh?
No.
I actually just found this ring at like a little flea market in Portugal back when international travel was a thing. Just happened to be the same stone as their little daylight rings, so
Did you hurt yourself?
had to get it.
Wow.
Like, why would he say that? Because obviously,
She'll look at that.
like, he can smell the blood, so he knows. I've always loved how they do the vampire effects in this show, especially like considering that it was
Take care of that.
12 years ago now. I think that the way they did the eyes and like the teeth always looked so good. Like, I just thought it wasn't too cheesy or anything.
Look, Jeremy, I really appreciate all the pharmaceuticals, but you can't keep following me around like a lost puppy.
When's the last time you had sex with a puppy?
That line deserves prison time.
I don't want to tell the whole world I deflowered Elena's kid brother.
And deflowered and deflowered.
And that one.
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
Oh, how did you know where I lived?
Wow, that's a great question. I wasn't expecting that question.
It's a small town.
Honestly, my school had like directories with every address in them, but that's still just showing up as whack.
I must have dropped it.
Don't worry, I didn't read it. Sorry, were you going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm meeting a friend. Do you want to come? Yeah! Hey! Any siblings?
None that I talked to.
The next day.
Hello, brother.
So, Stefan, if you're new, then you don't know about the party tomorrow.
It's a back to school thing at the falls.
Are you going?
Of course she is.
The Debbie Ryan. The big reveal. Seriously, I don't remember how many episodes I got into this show the first time I was watching before I was certain that Elena and Catherine were two different people.
How many casualties resulted in this battle? Miss Bennett.
A lot. I'm not sure, but like a whole lot.
Cute becomes dumb in an instant, Miss Bennett. Elena, surely you can enlighten us about one of the town's most significantly historical events?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
That eyeshadow is criminal.
I was willing to be lenient last year for obvious reasons, Elena. But the personal excuses ended with summer
Him
break.
calling her parents literally dying a personal excuse is...
casualties, unless you're counting the local civilians.
Except, of course, there were no civilian casualties in this battle.
Actually, there were 27, sir. It's a night of great loss. The Founders' Archives are stored in Civil Hall if you'd like to brush up on your facts.
Fucking nerd.
Okay, so he's a little pretty. He has that romance novel stare. So where is he? I don't know. You tell me, you're the psychic one.
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Wait, you need a crystal ball. When I touched you, I saw a crow.
No, like, how does she look like that?
Oh, you have the mysterious thing going too. Twinge in sadness.
What makes you think that I'm sad?
We did meet in a graveyard.
That's a really good point, Diane. Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Last spring, my parents' car drove off of a bridge into the lake. And I was in the back seat and I survived, but...
The way he already knows, but still had her tell him anyways.
So that's my story.
Roll credits.
You won't be sad forever, Elena.
So that was a fucking lie.
Hey, there you are. Have you been down to the falls yet?
Caroline, you and me, it's not gonna happen.
Psych!
Jeremy, where the hell are you going?
I don't want to hear it.
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Vicky, what the hell?
It's her neck. Something better. She's losing a lot of blood. It's bad.
Welcome back to me screaming.
Damon.
Hello, brother.
The fact that they wait until 30 minutes into the episode for us to meet Damon.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period.
You know, you left that girl alive tonight. It's very clumsy of you.
That could be a problem. For you.
Why are you here now?
I could ask you the same question. However, I'm fairly certain your answer could be summed up all into one little word. Elena. Is it working, Stefan? Being around her, being in her world, does it make you feel alive?
She's not. Catherine.
Well, let's hope not. Tell me something. When's the last time you had something stronger than a squirrel?
I know what you're doing, Damon. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, come on. Don't you crave a little?
Stop it.
Let's do it. Together.
Stop it!
Imagine what her blood tastes like. I can't. I said stop!
We're soaring, flying.
Very good with the whole face thing. It was good.
After all of these years, can't we just give it a rest?
I promised you an eternity of misery.
His hair in this episode is really not giving.
Just stay away from Elena.
You should know better than to think you're stronger than me.
Elena, there's no way I'm psychic. I know that. But whatever I saw, or I think I saw, I have this feeling.
Bonnie, what?
That it's just the beginning.
Why didn't he go for me?
I'm not touching that.
I'm inappropriate. Elena always says the right thing.
Like, not her sitting here ranting about her friend who's literally an orphan as of recently. Like, let her have this W, girly pop. Let her have this W.
So hard, and I'm never the one.
You think your life is hard? I'm a high school junior wearing size 13 Nikes.
I'm not gonna get up here and bash her like everybody else, but she need a lot of psychological evaluations.
All you can do is be ready for the good. So when it comes, you invite it in. Because you need it.
I love that we got 3 tank tops just in the first episode. I will be your guardian.
I needed to know that you were okay.
My baby. The fact that they just have to, like, awkwardly dodge invitations into the house until they're worded correctly that they can actually come into the house is so funny. Oh man, God, I love this show. Okay, I really do love this show so much. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to a minimum, but I'm pretty sure the first time that I watched the pilot, I was like not too enthralled, and I don't think I ended up watching the rest of the show until much later. But I also don't remember the first time that I watched the Vampire Diaries. The second time I watched it is when I really fell in love with it. Like, really fell in love with it. The pilot, it's so cheesy. The pilots are always a little bit cheesy, like the way that they give like forced background, like the way the dialogue is very like carefully crafted to give the information that needs to be given, especially 2009 pilots. The fact that Pretty Little Liars and Vampire Diaries came out in the same year and Sir Michael Subi was composing for both of them, like he was booked and busy. God, TV used to be so fantastic. Yeah, so that was fun. I can already tell I have a lot of little edits stirring around in my little head, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun editing this video. So I hope you had fun watching this video and hanging out with me. Let me know if this is something you'd like me to continue. We're on a little bit of a legacies hiatus right now. I do have some other videos up my little sleeve that I am gonna film, but I would definitely be down to continue doing a little Vampire Diaries rewatch because, like I've said 20 times now, I love this show. So thanks for hanging out with me. It's been real, and hopefully I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.